happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
I have terrible, I can't talk to people, I'm really terrible at talking to people. Like somebody will say hi to me and I'll be like, they're mad at me.
I knew it was going to happen. She was there and she was talking to the other guy and he was in the cafeteria and they were exchanging numbers, but I thought it was just something simple. We were going to have 3 kids, we were going to live in a beautiful house in Beverly Hills, and it was going to be great and everything was going to be great and the world was going to be great, but then she cheated and it was awful and the world was going to end.
It's because like I've either been like too not in control of my emotions or because I've been so engrossed in my own problems that I'm inconsiderate of other people's problems, or because I say something stupid without like thinking about it.
I went to the doctor this past winter because I had a very long, like month-long cough that I had just refused to go see the doctor for because I was so afraid. And they gave me antibiotics and like multiple medications, and I was pretty sure I'd never been prescribed that many things before, so I was like, I definitely have lung cancer. They did 1,000,000 tests on me and it was like, and then all of them came back negative and like the antibiotics cleared it up in 3 days and I was totally fine. And so
over the past couple of months I've been living in kind of a haze, thinking that if I go to sleep I'll wake up 3 years ago and the past 3 years will just not have happened and I'll be able to live them back over again.
This past weekend I was out with a friend of mine and she was proposing that we separate, and I just assumed that she wanted to kind of leave me, and I reacted to it right away and sort of thought, well, because I feel this way it must be true, and I didn't really check with her and I ended up leaving her first, even though she wanted to meet up again at the end of the night. I just decided it wasn't worth it, so I just sort of abandoned her first. Like, I don't know, it made me kind of sad for no reason.
I was like, you know, kind of trying to read him and try to understand, and then I drew the conclusion, like, no, it's never gonna work. Like my gut tells me, like, it's doomed, or no, it's not possible.
I was behind on a paper, and I was avoiding talking to the teacher because I thought that she was gonna be super disappointed in me, and I was really embarrassed. So I thought that she was gonna just be completely unreasonable because I hadn't submitted the paper on time. And finally, when I got a chance to talk to her, she was actually pretty understanding and said that to take my time and to submit.
On days where I'm not feeling well, I'll say to myself, yesterday was a super productive day, I got a lot of writing done. Today I'll just do nothing, I'll sit in bed all day, and you know, since the juices aren't flowing, I'm not creating, so I just won't create at all.
I lose track of all the positive things I am doing while making art, whether it be dancing, singing, or acting.
I don't want to be known as the bald guy, you know, because I feel like, you know, usually bald guys are less cool and they're, you know, nerdy and no one likes them, and I don't want to be that guy, you know. I don't think this fear of labeling is helpful because it's something I can't control and it doesn't reflect who I am on the inside, which should be more important to people. So I think it's really destructive that I have these thought processes.
But it's bad that I keep living in the past, and I need to move on and just see how I can move forward from this point, because if I hadn't lived these past 3 years then I wouldn't have known everything that I know now, so no more regretting.
Now, if I had just done it 3 months earlier when that had first started, I wouldn't have suffered through all of my winter quarters.
Yeah, just sort of like ride out the feeling and sort of not react, I guess.
I think I should be more open-minded about how things might play out instead of trying to think that I can predict it or fortune tell it.
Just have a conversation with somebody up front versus assuming the worst.
And that's not a good way of doing things, because I could get a little bit more done on project, I could get something done.
I've taken a second to at least still try and get what I could done during that day, as opposed to just giving up rather quickly.
Stop thinking like this, maybe I'll move forward or grow a lot better and faster in the arts.